Okay, some things that I would say to you if you're just starting your healing journey is that healing, it is not about fixing yourself. It is about taking away the identities, the ideas, stripping away the trauma, the layers of constriction, of suppression on your being that may have happened in your childhood, in your early years, and understanding how that came to be forgiven, letting go, and allowing yourself to be stripped away and cleansed out and shedding off that which is not in alignment to your highest good. There is nothing wrong with you, and you don't have to fix anything. You just have to look at that which needs your love, your attention, your grace, your gratitude, your forgiveness, and being able to process those emotions, those feelings, those sensations. So it is very important to understand that healing happens in layers. That is not one straight shot on this healing journey, that it takes time. And we see it as a spiral of energy that we go through. Sometimes going through the healing experience, the lesson, the understanding more than one time, two times, three times. But then it's going to be from a different point of view, from a different vantage point, where you are being able to align yourself to the understandings and the connection that makes us evolve. And as we move through this evolutionary process of our soul, we get to understand and learn the wisdom that our soul is giving us. This creation of this reality comes to us by choice, by the choice of our being when we came here to incarnate within this body. Through the healing journey, we have to take time to integrate, to connect ourselves from the higher realms into the lower realms of our being. All of us have 7 chakras, and when we are moving through these healing journeys, we are working with this energetics. The chakras are our energetic system that moves through our body. 7 chakras at the bottom of your spine: root chakra, color red, then sacral chakra, color orange, then solar plexus chakra, color yellow, heart chakra, color green, and sometimes pink, throat chakra, color blue, third eye chakra, color indigo, crown chakra, color violet and white. And each of them have a purpose that they do. And so as we move through this process, we will learn how to connect with our chakras, how to understand and clear our chakras, understanding if the chakra is underactive or overactive, and how to bring the chakra into balance. All chakras are interconnected, so they are speaking to each other. A healing that happens in one chakra then can activate a healing that happens in another chakra, and then they will be communicating and coherently healing as we're moving through the process. That's why we want to work on all of our chakras and not only focus on one chakra. Many people come wanting to be focused on their chakra, on their third eye, and oftentimes when they open their third eye and they open their crown chakra, they find themselves ungrounded, having too many thoughts, overactive, because now everything becomes a message and everything comes an experience of the 5D and this illusion and all this energy of having to be in the 5D. And even though that's really beautiful, it is even more magical when it's a grounded experience here in your root chakra, here in the dimension that we are experiencing in the earth, within our peers and within our environment. And even though it's really beautiful to be connected into the divine, and we want to keep that connection, we want to make sure that connection is strong and alive. Many of us have done that work to connect into the divine, to do our sacred work in order to amplify that connection. And then it is so important to connect it down into a root chakra and to ground that energy here into the earth so you can be the best human being, divine human being embodied here on the earth and walk the path like our ancestors and our wonderful teachers, ascended masters have come to do here. And walk the path like Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene and many of the saints and disciples that understood that connection within your being. Within their being was that connection into the divine and that connection into here and the now, and they transmuted the old and the stagnant and the fear and the shame and activated their frequency into their highest alignment. And so we are in the path now to do that, to align ourselves into our highest alignment, into our highest frequency, and ground that frequency here into the earth, heaven and earth. We are the bridge between heaven and earth, and as we activate that sacred frequency of connection between the heavens and the earth, and then amplify it through our hearts, we are able to magnetize and experience a way deeper and profound life. Why our heart? Because our heart holds the strongest electromagnetic field of all of our chakras. And in our body, the heart, the physical heart, has even more electromagnetic field than our brain. Many would say our heart was our first brain. Even more, our gut, and then our heart, and then our brain. We got 3 brains. And we're learning how to expand those connections within our being, learning that our sensing in our gut, the gut feeling, it is a sensation that connects us into our intuition. That the wisdom of our mind is very important. The cognitive understandings are very important, but they can override the understandings of the heart. And that when we connect this amplification, this information, we connect this information, we amplify the frequency of our divine path. The seat of the soul is within the heart. And so as we amplify that frequency, we allow ourselves to receive the wisdom of the divine and walk the path of our highest alignment and our highest dharma. I do the work of supporting people into awakening their divine blueprint and connected into the dharma, so you can live in the vibration that your being is at the highest in creation, co-creation with the divine here on the earth. For everyone is different, as we are all different sacred beings with a different print of God. God, creator, prime creator of all being. God is creatrix of the universe. The sacred print that is in you, sacred print that is in me, that is different and perfect, perfectly aligned to your being. That's the one we want to see. We want to see it alive, aligned, embodied here, showing up as your divine essence, grounded within your body, within your form, as perfect as you are. Imperfectly perfect. That messiness that it is to be a human being. And so as we move through the healing journey, we realize it has many layers and it has lots of windings and movement. And the more that you are connected and willing to look at yourself and give love to the parts of your being that have been hidden and shamed and pushed down and told to be quiet, the ones that were suppressed and hurt and abused and traumatized and hit, all those parts, we bring them up and bring them forward. And we give them love and give them grace and hold them in grace. Because that is the journey. That is the journey to be able to integrate all parts of your being. And so connecting into your inner child, connecting into your shadow. All beings have a shadow aspect because we are all light and shadow, light and darkness. The is this universe is that. And so denying that there is shadow aspects of yourself is only bypassing the real healing that we need to do. It's not all love and light. We already know it. So it is the connection to all that is. And all the shadowy aspects, we lift them up within our being so they can rise within ourselves and rise into the divinity. We don't leave them behind. We don't keep them in the cage. We don't take them away because it's too hard for me to look at it. And I just want to focus on being the divine being of light, but I don't want to rescue this part of myself that is screaming within my being that it needs attention. We look at it and we bring it forward, and we give it love, and we give it attention, and we give it grace, and we give gratitude for the lesson, and we get the lesson. And even if it takes time and takes many times to be able to understand the lesson, we are really gently, softly open up to let go, to release, to realign to our highest frequency. And for that, we can utilize our sacred plant allies. We can utilize medicines like hape, like sananga, like cacao for the heart chakra, for cleansing our emotional system, for decalcifying our pineal gland, for helping us shed up. Master plant teachers like ayahuasca that supports the healing of our body, our mind, our spirit, and the purging of that physically, mentally, psychologically. From every part of our being, we are able to purge that which is not in alignment to our highest good. Healing is not linear, and we are like a blooming flower, eternal blooming flower. And as we move through the process of healing and of integration, we allow ourselves to bloom from the depthness of our being, unfolding in trifolds. It is a pleasure to speak with you, to connect. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one on this conscious conversation.